Hi, this is Dr. Jeanne Ward of Premium Hearing Solutions, and my office is located in Clawson, Michigan. Today we're going to be discussing how to properly insert and remove various styles of hearing aids. The first style we're going to discuss is a custom in-the-ear style. And this style, there's only one piece to the hearing aid. And the hearing aid will fit inside the ear canal and may also fill up this ear opening depending upon how large your custom in-the-ear product is. When you go to put your hearing aid in, it's very important that you're orienting the hearing device properly in your hand so that it will slide into the ear canal without too much difficulty. The hearing aid I'm working with right now is a half shell, and a half shell will go in the ear canal and then also partially into the ear opening, or the part right there. So when I'm orienting it, this part is what goes in the ear canal, and then this part sits outside. Now, a common problem I see in my practice is you may hold it properly in your hand, but when you go to put it in your ear, your wrist twists, and then you're holding it upside down, and it doesn't want to go in. So when you're orienting, you want to make sure that it's properly in your hand and that your wrist doesn't move. Okay? So then when you go to put it in, most of the time you want to put the ear canal part in first, and then sometimes the opposite hand is helpful. You push it in and then take your finger and just make sure it is in nice and snug. This particular one, again, only has a half part here. The larger ones, commonly, we see this top part isn't stuck in properly. So if you have a part that goes all the way up here, you want to make sure that it's snugged in under this lip of skin right there. Now when you remove it, you kind of get in under that plastic to loosen it up, and then take your finger and pull out. Some hearing aids of this type have a little pull string on it, a little fishing line, and that's designed for people with dexterity issues where you can just grab onto the little fishing line and pull out, which makes removal a lot easier for you. The second type of hearing aid we're going to work with is a standard behind the ear hearing aid. And this type of hearing aid has two parts, the behind the ear portion and then the part that actually goes inside your ear. Now with this part, the way I like to do it, although you don't have to do it this way, I like to put the behind the ear part on first. So what I do, and again I like to use two hands, I put that part behind my ear, and I like to let go of it because that tells me that it's firmly placed behind my ear. Then you grab for this piece here, and depending upon the size of your ear mold, you know, this one's easy because it just pops right into the ear canal. Other ones you may have the plastic also out in here where you have to make sure it's snugged, and sometimes under that flap of skin as well. I do see plenty of patients doing it the other way where they hold it, put the earpiece in first, and then pull this portion forward and then flip it behind the ear. Now when you're putting these on, it's very easy to twist your tubing without meaning to. That's why I kind of like it the other way. If you do it this way where you put this in first, if you're not careful, you know, you're going to if you're not sure what position you're in, you can probably see that tube is twisting, and you could put it behind your ear with that tube crimped or twisted. And if you do it the way I first showed you by putting the back part on and letting go, that naturally will uncrimp the tube, and then you just slide it into your ear. So that's why I prefer that way. Removing these, probably saw me do it a few times already, removing these is just in reverse. You take the back part and flip it off your ear, and then hold to the ear mold, ideally you want to grab that ear mold versus the tube and pull that out. If you pull on the tube, which plenty of people do just from ease of use, it's okay. You just run the risk of over time loosening that tube, and that's not a big problem. Your audiologist can replace that easily in the office. The last type of hearing aid I'd like to discuss is a very popular style now. It's the receiver in the ear style. And this particular product is also two pieces. It has the behind the ear version, or the part behind your ear, and then the part that goes in your ear, but it is much smaller. And this part is part of the electronics. Now this wire that's hanging off here is what we call a retention line. And that retention line is important. It needs to go properly inside your ear, which I'll show you, in order to anchor this earbud in place. When you talk or move your head or just live your life, your ear canal is actually moving around internally. So this anchor is really quite vital to make sure the hearing aid is secure on your ear. Again, with this style, I prefer to put the behind the ear on first. So there it is, behind the ear, and again, I let go. Tells me it's firmly in place. If it fell off, I know it wasn't in place. And then I would take this earbud and find the ear opening. And I like to take my finger and run it down the thin wire and kind of follow the bend so that I make sure I'm getting that as cosmetically as I can inside my ear. And then that wire, see that wire sticking out right now? And all you do, if it's sticking out, is just gently place it so it's inside the bottom of your ear. Over time, when you have this type of hearing aid, that wire will conform to your body shape. So when you go to put it in here, a lot of times that bottom retention line will just pop into place. When it's brand new, though, you have to pick it up and place it until it shapes by your body temperature to your shape of your ear. Removing these is just like the other behind the ear that I just reviewed. You take the back part, take it off your ear. This, though, is easy because all you do is pull. You don't have to grab for the inside piece. So we've reviewed how to put in and take out custom hearing aids, which is just one piece, and then a traditional behind the ear hearing aid with a ear mold, and then the more popular type, the receiver in the ear style. I hope this helps you when you are home trying to remember how to properly insert your new hearing aids. If you have any questions at all, please give us a call. And again, my name is Dr. Jeanne Ward. Thank you very much.